Today we are going to be taking a look at the two new saddles that have actually been added, the Arctic one and the desert one. I didn't realise, but one of the ones I'd actually crafted that I've actually got my Arctic mower on, it's actually already the one that's actually got the actual new buff on it. So we're going to take a look at those two. And just see how good they are and whether it's worth it or not, of course. And I'm also doing a bit of cooking right now because while I was up here, I decided to do a little bit of hunting. There's just more around, to be honest with you. And I was struggling to find this kind of meat here, so I wanted to get some of this so I can do some stuff. And I've also got some beeswax that I had loads of here. Let's see that. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that in the freezer for now. Just so that I can actually, I mean, we've got loads of it, but it don't matter. Okay, so I've actually already, oh, I haven't got it on me. As you can see, I've been hunting, so, but let's go down, because the reason I've come over here, obviously, so I don't spoil it for you guys with the actual videos for the build in the Arctic, but we will have to go to the Arctic, but you shouldn't be able to see anyway what I've actually been doing. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got here. So these are like the actual two here. So we've got the Desert Tracker saddle. So that's 20 leather, 14 fiber, and 2 rope. Now that gives you a plus 10% heat resistance, of course. So that's basically going to be for the desert. And then you get your plus 2 mount cargo inventory slots, and also the plus 1 mount heavy cargo inventory slots as well. You've also got the Arctic Explorer saddle, which I've actually already got. And that's a plus 10%, so it's basically the same, it's just the opposite way round. So now this is going to be a good test because we've got the original mower from this area in the Arctic, and he's actually got a debuff on him because obviously he's in the Arctic, so we'll just have to see how that goes. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this guy over to, I mean, if we look here, we've actually got this here a lot, so if we go to here, it doesn't really show you though, does it? Doesn't really show you, but we've got no buffs whatsoever anyway at the minute. So, but obviously we've already got the Arctic Explorer saddle on there, and we will be going to the desert to see what kind of debuff we get, and then we're going to switch over to the Desert Tracker saddle and see whether that actually works as expected. Well, it should work as expected, but I thought we'd just try it anyway. I think you need feeding, don't you, boy? Okay, I will come back to you. I don't think there's anything in here, is there? No, there isn't. I might grab that bed and put it in the... I'll do that later, actually. I'll do it before I leave. But I'm going to grab that bed, and I'm going to make a second one as well to put in the barn that I've got in the Arctic, because we have got 2 mowers in there, although I'm probably going to end up sending the other mower up, and we're just, the problem is we're going to have to keep if we're going to be going traversing the different regions, we're going to have to keep switching saddles, which means we're going to have more things that we need to carry, which is getting crazy, but it is what it is. So let me sort out all the cooking that I want to do, and then we're going to go and head out over to the desert and test these out. Okay, so I'm actually in the Arctic, in the barn. I forgot to go and get the bed, actually, but never mind. Now, I was looking at this, and I was actually hoping it would do the debuff thing, but I don't think it reduces the debuff. It's just for the resistance. So if we have a look at our stats here, look, I'll show you. As you can see, there's only a 10% resistance there, as you can see there. Then the cooling 25 per minute, 1 minute 25 per minute. In fact, I've not looked at all these stats here before. Not in this detail anyway. So yeah, so it does. I don't think it will actually get rid of the debuff, unfortunately. Now, if we have a look at, right, you stay there a minute. So if we have a look at the stats on this one, of course, as you can see there is actually no resistance whatsoever to anything. And as you can see here, we've got the 25, we've got all the debuffs there. I'm not going to go through all those. You can see those on the screen. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to make any difference to that. So if we put that's the heat one. So if we take this off him, and then let me just have a quick look at, oh, it does show you exposure there. Yeah, and it's still the same. But if we grab the other one, there we go. And quickly before I was hoping it was sort of like, you know, decrease the debuff, to be honest with you, but it doesn't. So, yeah, I don't fancy having one mower following me. So I don't know how that would work, to be honest with you. So if we put the this one, look, just have a quick look at that again. So if we put that one in there, and that is all the same. I don't think that changes, and I don't think that disappears either. The only way that's going to change is if we put a heater in here. But we can't exactly carry a portable heater with us and keep it on while we're actually riding. That's just insane. So let's have a look. So it doesn't show you there, but if we look here now, we've got cold resistance 10%. So it's mainly to do with the resistance of the weather. So it probably will not lose as much health, I guess, and it'll be a little bit stronger. So that, I guess that's the whole point of it. Like I say, I was hoping it'll be to do with the debuff. So is it worth it? I don't know, because yeah, I don't know whether it's worth it or not, because you're still going to get the same debuffs anyway. So I'm not sure. But I suppose if you're going to be taking a mower that's like the normal mower into the, or the Arctic mower into the desert, then maybe, and you're going to be there for a while, then maybe it is better to have that saddle on there. So yeah, that's basically it. There wasn't much to it. I was hoping there'd be a bit more to it, but there isn't. So yeah, and those are not going to change. And like I say, unless you've got a heater to keep it warm. And you're not really going to be able to do that, are you? So there we go. So that's basically it. It's not as detailed as I thought. I do apologise. I was hoping there'll be a bit more to it than that. And there's not even any point in me going over to the desert to look at it, because all it is just showing you the actual resistance here, and that's it. So basically 10% is it. So whichever one you have on is going to give you 10% resistance, whether it's cold or heat. So I am going to call it here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.